I thought you were leaving.
No, this means stop. This means stop.
I didn't see that until I was already past.
And then you still drove by me.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't.
License and registration now.
In Waterbury, Connecticut, the traffic cop you hear is going crazy.
You almost ran over an officer standing in the middle of the street.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what was going on. That was very confusing.
It's a bright yellow jacket standing in the middle of the street. What don't you understand?
All the other cars were going.
No, they weren't. You were the only vehicle coming from that way.
This incident, around noon on December 13th, began when Officer James Hinkle was directing traffic at an intersection with a broken stoplight. Hinkle was standing by his cruiser, and his hand signals were either not understood or not clearly visible to an oncoming motorist. Hinkle walks away from the busy intersection to go after the driver.
Pull over! Pull in the parking lot! Pull in the parking lot! We're in this parking lot right now.
No, I'm so sorry.
Pull over!
Oh my gosh, please don't yell at me, sir.
Pull over now!
Oh my, is there someone else with you?
No, pull over, goddammit! I'm not repeating myself. Get out of the roadway and pull over.
As instructed, the woman pulls into the parking lot.
Turn the car off. Officer, I'm already got 1 unit stopped. You need to get up here for traffic. License and registrations now.
Then she apologizes again, and that only seems to make Hinkle even more enraged.
Did you not see this bright yellow vest standing in the middle of the street?
No, I did. I thought you were leaving.
No,
before.
this means stop. This means stop.
I didn't see that until I was already past.
And then you still drove by me.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't.
License and registration now.
Hold on. Sorry. Give me a second, okay?
No, license and registration now.
Okay.
You almost ran over an officer standing in the middle of the street.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what was going on. That was very confusing.
It's a bright yellow jacket standing in the middle of the street. What don't you understand?
All the other cars were going.
No, they weren't. You were the only vehicle coming from that way. You almost ran me over in the middle of the street.
I'm really.
For a few seconds, the officer seems to calm down. Then Hinkle tells the driver to get out of her car.
Leave your purse in the car. Where do you work?
I work for a clothing company in California.
What are you doing here today?
I'm going to Target.
You're going to Target.
Yeah, to do a pickup.
What is such an important factor that me standing in the middle of the street,
Sir,
stopping you, and you try to run me over?
Sir, I swear.
And then you looked at me, you waved at me, and then you kept going anyway.
I swear I was not trying to run you over. I thought you were. The cars were going.
I'm telling you to stop in the middle of the street, and you wave at me and keep going.
I saw your hand before, and it was too late to stop. And
No, it wasn't. You were doing 10 miles an hour, and you still drove by me.
I'm sorry.
You didn't even attempt to stop your car.
Sir.
You're lucky you're not in handcuffs right this second.
I'm very sorry, sir. I really.
Explain to my kids why they don't have a dad a week before Christmas, because you're trying to run somebody over.
Sir, I promise.
You see the bright lights flashing in the middle of the street? That means use caution. There's a cop out there. I got kids at home, and you almost ran me over a week before Christmas.
Sir, when I see a flashing yellow light.
It's not flashing. It's red and blue. That's a cop car standing in the middle of the street flashing lights.
I promise I was not.
The woman says it was an accident.
No, it's not an accident. You're just being irresponsible. Street. And then waves at me and still tries to drive by me.
Hinkle asks the second officer to run her identification.
Run her, please, and make sure she's valid.
What is it, 8?
I can't believe you. A week before Christmas, I almost get ran over.
All right?
Yeah. I got 2 kids at home waiting for me to come home tonight.
Sir, I'm very sorry. I saw.
Sorry doesn't break it. You looked right at me and still decided to drive by me.
I was in the middle of.
No, intersection. Yes,
You hurt?
emotionally.
She's good, said the second officer, meaning her ID and plates check out fine.
You got a summons book?
Hinkle then asks the officer to write her a ticket.
Would you mind filling this out for me? My hands are a little shaky right now.
You're failing to
Failing to obey a signal of the officer. Reckless driving.
Failure to obey signal of an officer and reckless driving, he said.
See, this is why I was trying to direct traffic, because it's here.
Is the sheriff's department coming out here or what?
Yeah, they've been out. They had to pick up a part. They're going back to get a new part to fix the light. I was out here for 30 minutes
I
doing
heard
traffic.
you. Could you get so? Yeah.
30 minutes doing traffic and almost got ran over once. Everybody else, no problem, no problem.
Vehicle hit a dog and took off neighborhood.
Officer Hinkle then walks up to the driver once more.
Anytime you see flashing red and blue lights in the middle of the street, it means there's cops present.
What should I say?
No, stop talking, stop talking. And it means you need to pay attention, because there's going to be police officers out and about, okay? This bright yellow vest, it's very, very bright. It's neon yellow because it stands out, okay? I'm standing in the middle of the street telling you to stop. That means stop. I'm not waving hi, Merry Christmas. This means stop. Listen, this means stop, okay? When you see me do this and try to get your attention and stop you again, it doesn't mean wave back to me and keep driving by me. It doesn't mean that. I'm not waving Merry Christmas, keep driving. Stop, stop.
I'm sorry.
Again, he loses it.
Pay attention to the cars in front of me.
There were no cars in front of you. There were 0 cars in front of you. You were the only vehicle traveling on that road for 500 feet. There were no vehicles in front of you.
Okay.
No, there wasn't.
Okay. Okay.
The senior officer then guides Officer Hinkle away
She almost runs me over.
and gives him a warning.
You need to calm yourself.
You need to calm yourself. Well, Officer James Hinkle apparently did not follow that advice, because in a police report he allegedly wrote that the driver hit him, even though the dash camera video clearly shows it was Hinkle who reached out and tried to smack her car. Soon after this traffic stop, the charges against the driver were dropped. And now, following a Waterbury Police Department internal affairs investigation, James Hinkle has been fired. The police chief said, quote, his conduct during this encounter with a citizen of the community is unacceptable and not representative of the men and women serving the Waterbury Police Department. Hinkle had been on the force for 7 years. Clearly, he has anger management and control issues. And now, his kids get to have a talk after all, but this time about why their dad lost his job. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.